there. Are you looking for tips on how to ace your next job interview? Well, you are in the right place. I'm going to give you 5, starting with number 1. Research. I don't know how many times I've looked at resumes and cover letters and had people come in for interviews when there has clearly been no research into what the company does, what the latest innovations are in the industry, what even the structure of the organization is. So do your research. I can't stress that enough. Even if you allude to it in the cover letter or in part of the resume in the little profile part at the top, that you are looking for this position to work in this organization because, etc. Make it obvious that you've done your homework, and you will stand out from the reams and reams and reams and reams of resumes and cover letters that come in. Being prepared will help you stand far, far ahead of the crowd. The second thing is to practice responses to the answers. Now, don't memorize them, because if you get lost, then you're going to lose your place and it's going to be obvious. But practice some of the more common interview questions. I've got a ton of them on this channel, so check them out, please. And practice, because that alone will help you stand out and ace the interview. Now, you're not going to get every single question that people ask. People come at you with weird questions. I've got a whole video on weird interview questions as well, but at least some of the basics that you know are going to be asked, or that probably will be asked. Make sure you've got some kind of a thought out answer. And there is a method that you can use called the STAR method. Again, there's another video on this channel about that will help you to be succinct and to be to the point and to answer the question that they're really asking, the question under the question. Number 3 is your presentation. Dress the part. Show up on time. Don't be late for your interview. Be alert, be awake. Don't have stuff with you. They might offer you water or coffee or something. That's great, but don't bring it in with you and assume every single thing you've got on you, with you, around you is a communication, and you want it to shine. So make sure that you are looking at the way you are presenting yourself, and present well. The other thing this does is that it helps you to feel confident the day of your interview. And don't forget, the first impressions count. The 4th thing is to engage. Remember that it is a conversation, not an interrogation, and you want to engage and have a conversation and chat with the person in a way that's comfortable and relevant. Maybe it's 3 or 4 people. It might be a panel interview. But whatever it is, remember to engage. Listen before you answer the questions. Think about them a little bit if you need to. Ask for clarification if you didn't understand the question. And make sure that you bring your whole self into the present moment in the interview. And the 5th thing is to follow up. Make sure that you are writing that thank you email, that you are following up with the person, just even to thank them for taking the time. If they've asked for your references, then make sure you send those along as well. If you have any further questions you wanted to ask, if you wanted to answer something more fully that you thought about later that maybe you didn't answer more fully, you can add that into the email, but you must follow up. And it is a professional response. It is polite, and it can reiterate again that you really, really are interested in the position. I hope these 5 tips have been of help to you, and that they have given you the confidence to ace your next job interview. If you would like to find out more about the conversation versus interrogation idea that I mentioned earlier, then click the link here and I will see you over in that video.